What's going on, YouTube? Hope you guys are having a great Friday, man. I'm just gonna kind of go quick in this video because I got a little bit of a late start on my research, and I wanted to get this video out as quick as possible. So, going over a little bit of a recap over yesterday. We had 4 plays for you guys. I'll show you them both here. Obviously, um, we had a pretty rough day. A lot of the games were kind of just terrible, to be honest. Like the Boston game versus Celtics, and like that game just was a blowout, man. Cade should have hit 100%. And he actually took like a lot of shots. He took like I think he had a layup at the very last second of the game before they got pulled, and then he had like 2 3 pointers that he could have made. So that, in my opinion, that should have cashed. Um, and then Bam Adebayo, like I said, I liked his points against Toronto, so I went with that, and that one ended up cashing. And then down here you got Sabonis. That one was free. He had 20 before halftime. It was a good matchup for him. That one was free. And then Brock Purdy. This one should have been free. The game was just so bad, man. It was raining. It was such a bad game. It wasn't even a touchdown scored. If you guys watched it, you know what I mean. Like, such a bad game, man. Um, but we went over two. If you guys did follow my plays, though, hopefully you got some good usage out of Bam and out of Sabonis. Hopefully I can help you out in that way. Moving on to today, Better has a discount on Kevin Durant today. It's almost a 50% reduction discount. His original line was 32.5. Now he's at 16.5 for points, rebounds, and assists. So if you come over here to Outlier, I'll show you. Go to Durant. We'll just go to points. I don't know what it's called. Scroll down here. All right, so if you go to Outlier and you go to Kevin Durant, the lowest that they have him is 21.5. But you can kind of see what I'm gonna say here. Like I said, his line's at 16.5. He's hit it in every single game this season, and he's hit it in 4-4 against Utah the past couple seasons. And then another thing too. And then if you come over here to StatMuse, if you look up Kevin Durant versus Walker Kessler, he's hit it just in his points the past 2 games against Walker Kessler. So this should be pretty free. And then I'll just show you one more thing over here. If we go to Suns, go down to Kevin Durant, and then go down to his shot chart. He takes most of his shots in the paint. Obviously, he takes some above the three as well. But if you look at the shot chart defense for Utah, man, it's just abysmal. I mean, they have one of the worst defenses in the league. It's just abysmal. So yeah, that's gonna be my first play. The second play, I'm gonna actually do a little bit of a same game play. I'm gonna go with Walker Kessler here. He has hit this line. Let me pull him up on Outlier here. Oops. Go to Walker Kessler. He has hit this line. Where is it at? Just switch it. Over 22.5. He's hit this line in 5 straight games. And I was a little bit worried that because of the blowout factor, like I said, Utah's defense isn't very good, so I expect the Suns to have a pretty good game against them. I was worried about the blowout factor, but as you can see, they got blown out by like 40 something points here. They blew out Portland actually. They got blown out pretty good here against OKC. So a lot of the games, even when they are getting blown out, he's getting a lot of points and rebounds, and then the assists come. Like here he had 2, 2, 0, 2, 1, 5. So the assists will come, and like even if they don't, he should be able to cover that with just points and rebounds. And then if you pull him up over here on Prop Madness, where are we at? Why can't I find it? Here we go. Utah Walker and then go to points, rebounds, and assists. His shot chart is what I want to show you as well. He takes most of his shots in the paint. Well, not most. He takes all of his shots in the paint and in the restricted area. And the Suns' defense is the worst in the paint and the restricted area. Obviously, they're not super great, but they're not super bad either. So it's kind of in like the middle of the pack here. But I think that Walker Kessler is going to have a good game regardless. So yeah. All right. Moving on to the next couple plays here, we have Jokic over 12.5 rebounds. So we pull him up over here in Outlier. Cool. Jokic rebound should be at the top. Maybe not. Okay. Over 12.5 rebounds. He is. Oh, I had it filtered wrong when I wrote down my plays, but he's 11 of 19 in the season. If you come over here to days of rest, though, this is what I kind of want to look at. He's 2 of 3 on the season, with one being against his opponent today in the Clippers. And then if you come over here to StatMuse, Jokic versus his matchup today in Zubac, he's gone over this line in 4 or 5 games. So I expect him to do pretty good in today's matchup. And then the pair I have for Jokic is going to be Ja Morant. This is going to be a goblin play over 6.5 assists. So I'll pull him up over here. I'll just look it up there. 6.5. So as you can see, he's hit it 11 of 14 games. He has hit it two of 2 games head-to-head this season against Brooklyn. Brooklyn's defense against point guards isn't the great, isn't that great against assists this season so far. And then if you go over here to Prop Master, I want to show you guys one more thing real quick. Go to the Grizzlies, Ja Morant. Assists 6.5. If you go to the defensive rating, they're bottom 25 in the league. And he's 4 or 5 against bottom 25 defenses. And like I said, 2 of 2 head-to-head against Brooklyn. So I think this should be good for him. And you can see here as well, home games, he's 7 of 8 on the season. So I think this should be good for him, a good matchup for him. And then he's, obviously not played a whole lot this year. Only played about 15 games, but regardless of that, I think he should eat tonight pretty good. Moving on to the next play, I know I'm kind of rushing through these. I got a really late start on the video today. I love this play a lot. Donovan Mitchell under 7.5 first quarter points. I'll pull him up over here on Outlier real quick. This play, as you can see here, has gotten bumped a little bit around on different apps. And I was actually getting ready to take this on Sleeper, but as soon as I did, they took him off the board, and so I had to use a different app, and then I realized that I actually didn't notice that he was at 7.5 on Underdog. So I took him on Underdog. You can see 17 of 24 on the season, and this season alone, he's under this game in 2 straight games against Washington. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, he just cannot get it going against Washington. They have a pretty good defense against point guards, I guess, but I don't really think that's going to matter too much. So yeah, this is a play I really like. I think if you want to tell any of my plays today, I think this is the one that I definitely like the most, considering it should go down to 6.5 toward game time. And then my last play, I don't have anything for this play. It's going to be Anthony Davis hired to get a double-double. This play is not the highest payout, but I expect Davis to do good today, considering LeBron James is out. Not really too sure what's going on with him, but he said some personal reasons. But if you go over here to Outlier, he's hit this in both games so far against Minnesota. And then if you just filter without, where's he at? If you go without LeBron James, he's hit it in the only game he's played without him. So I think this is just kind of a no-brainer play kind of thing. I expect him to do good. It's Minnesota. This should be a good game for them. The Lakers do struggle on the road a little bit, but even still, I think without LeBron and without all things considered, I think Anthony Davis should have a pretty good game tonight. So yeah, that's those are my plays. Sorry about yesterday. Like I said, there was a lot of bad games, a lot of like blowouts, and the NFL game kind of sucked. So that was a little tough. But to recap, we have Anthony Davis to get a double double, Donovan Mitchell going lower on his 7.5 points for the first quarter. Kevin Durant, I love this play as well for on Better. And then Walker Kessler, we have him over 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And then lastly, we have Jokic going over 12.5 boards, and John Morant getting 7 assists. Appreciate you guys for always tuning in. Hopefully, we can start growing the channel a little bit more. And yeah, like as always, I'll leave the link to the Discord down in the description. Hope you guys join up, man. We're trying to build a community, and we need some people getting active and stuff, man. So yeah, I appreciate y'all guys, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.